What kind of leader are you? And this really goes into the accountability of self-discussion. Ultimately, there are two kinds of leaders in the world. There's a fear-driven leader and a respect-driven leader. A fear-driven leader operates just like that. They are very fear-driven. All of their motivations are typically external motivations. How much fear they can instill in another human being, angry words, angry behavior, intimidation, cutting people out of things, exclusivity, clicks, all these things are the work of a fear-driven leader. And I hate to say this, but a fear-driven leader can get results. However, they are never going to be as powerful and as long-lasting as the other, and that's a respect-driven leader. The reason is because all of those motivators, all of those things that are going to drive results, and they're only going to drive results for a time because eventually everyone's going to revolt against you or leave. You're going to have high turnover, you're going to have a ton of problems. All of those external motivators are nowhere near as powerful as an internal motivator or the respect-driven leader. External motivators are only going to get you enough results to get you off my back. I'm never going to want to go the extra mile for someone who is a fear-driven leader. However, a respect-driven leader, much more potent because the desire to perform comes from within the person. They respect the person so much that they want to do for them and they want to do for the team, and they start to sacrifice self for the good of others and the good of the team. When drive comes from within, it is much more powerful of a motivator than someone who's an external motivator. So ultimately, before we dive into the end here, I want to say this. I want you to take a good long look in the mirror, because if you are a fear-driven leader, you're doing that because you lack self-esteem. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it what it is. If you know someone who is not operating as a respect-driven leader and they're operating more as a fear-driven leader, that is because they have some deep-seated insecurities. So I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to be honest with yourself. It's courage. It's gut check time. What kind of leader are you? I'm going to really encourage you to be the respect-driven leader. All the most potent and powerful leaders I've had in my life, all were respect-driven leaders. People follow other people who have integrity. All of these things we've discussed today ultimately lead us down the road of integrity. And people gravitate towards those who have integrity, especially when the winds get high. People who maintain their stance and don't blow with the wind are really well respected by people. If you do this, I can promise you right now that you are going to have happier and more fulfilling relationships, both at work, at home, with your kids, with your spouse, at your church, whatever you're doing in life, all right? You are going to be happier and feel more fulfilled because of who you are becoming as far as a person and leader.